So I want to talk about Ertugrul. If you've never seen Ertugrul, may Allah forgive you. I want to talk about why it is good or bad or everything about it. So the feedback I get, and this happened to me as well. When somebody told me to watch Ertugrul, I said it's just too long. You know, it's like 500 episodes. Who's got the time for that? And I never got round to it for, I think it was like 3 years. It's actually the lockdown when I started to watch it properly, but I never got the chance to watch it. And I was thinking, well, when am I going to get round to it? And when I put the first episode on, it was boring. I just couldn't watch it. But then I got into it and I was hooked, and then that was it. I know I was like Ertugrul Bey and all the rest. It was just like I was addicted to it. But I'm going to make another video about all the lessons from Ertugrul. But why should you watch Ertugrul? Because it's, to explain it in a nutshell, Ertugrul is like the Muslim, they say Game of Thrones, but I'd say anything that's an epic serial blockbuster like Star Wars or Lord of the Rings or Harry Potter. This is the equivalent for Muslims. We've never made anything like this or on this level, or something with our own identity. So for that reason, the filmography, the quality of the storyline, the suspense, the thriller, the action, the family, tribe, Islam, deen, values, it's all there. Everything's in Ertugrul that was missing in our entertainment. It's all you've got other than that is rubbish. All you've got is Hollywood, Bollywood, sexualization, sex, violence, crime, you know, and all those things are glamorized. If you know, bank robberies are glamorized, you know, scenes with sex and shooting and punching and beating up and blowing up. That's all you get. And there is violence in Ertugrul, but it's warfare. But the point here is, and I put it to one of my friends said this to me actually. One of my friends said that his grandfather hadn't seen Ertugrul, an old man, and he got his granddad to start watching Ertugrul. And when he did, he said his grandfather started watching it and he started to really engage with the whole series. And he said to his grandson, why, if I didn't watch this, you should have put a gun to my head and forced me to watch it. It's that good. And the feedback, you know, the sort of the Ertugrul fever is everywhere, right? Especially in Pakistan and pretty much everywhere. But the reason is that they're really connected with people on every level. So emotionally, spiritually, physically, in terms of like the whole setting and the movie scripts and the suspense wise, but also the characters. The characters are really you get emotional connection. I've cried a couple of times watching it, so, and I know other people that have. So it's really something that you shouldn't miss. I haven't personally. There's 5 series as far as I know. I'm on 3 and I've stopped because it's a bit too much for me now. But I'm going to take a break, probably go back next year, but I'm just quite busy and I don't have time to watch. But I just do it in snippets, 20 minutes here and there. But if you've got the time, watch the whole thing, but definitely get the youth, the kids involved, young people, watch it. That's what I'm going to say. I'm going to say, definitely watch it. The thing is this, if you're watching it, and it's just something that you're going to want to watch more of, because the way that they've made it is there's a lot of suspense, a lot of thriller, but they've also embedded historic norms of things that were happening at the time. So it's not historically accurate, it's not a documentary, it is fiction, lightly, loosely based on history. But what you do get from it is some idea of some of the stories from history that were happening at the time, true stories that were happening, or incidents or battles that were happening. So you're going to get a lot, the whole love story, you're going to get family, respect for parents, all these things that are missing now in a lot of youth, a lot of families, and generally in the media. So the media, actually, if you watch Hollywood, a lot of movies and films, they promote disrespecting parents, shouting back, screaming, you know, or single families are promoted more than married families. So all these things are very different about Ertugrul. So the whole series, if you start watching it, you've got to force yourself. I think depends on you, but I had to force myself to watch 1, 2, 3 episodes, and then I was into it. And then you didn't have to make me. I just wanted to watch it and then just download it. So if you haven't watched it, start now. The beginning is quite with the youth. With the feedback that I got was that, oh, we don't watch things that look like medieval times, Middle Ages. It just looks outdated. But actually, everything is relevant to today. And the thing is, it's amazing how relevant it is. Youth might think it's really outdated and you know, it's from another time, but the storylines and everything in it is very relative. So it's amazing how without technology, i.e. there were no phones around at that time, no electricity, still the storyline relates perfectly to today. So all the relationships that we have, the struggles that we have, they're all in there. So there's so many lessons in Ertugrul, which I'm going to make a video about, just so don't forget to subscribe, that you can take away, that I would say get some snacks, get your friends around and start watching it together. Otherwise, just download it on your phone and start that way. But either way, definitely something to watch. And I'll see you on the next one. So any questions you have, any topics you want me to cover, this is the series now. Inshallah, I'm going to continue my work experience with the youth. Over a decade of work, I need to get it and get you those answers that you've always been asking me for. So see you again at Dr. Dean's Real Talk. Assalamu alaikum.